All right, so this week's poll question was about the Dana White Tuesday Night Contender Series and the obvious controversy there. So the poll question was, do you support Dana White's Contender Series talent search strategy? By that, I mean him saying he's looking for killers, passing on a guy like Brendan Lonane, and how does that affect the quality of the product? So 60% say yes, he's looking for entertainers and needle movers. Those 60% agreeing with Dana White, and 40% disagreeing, saying no, he should be looking for the best fighters, period. Jason, what say you?
I mean, I'm surprised that the many people were for that. I always figured like the diehards, and that's that's most of the people that's probably voting on our polls of like the diehards and the serious fan, that they would appreciate just skilled fighters. But maybe there's a blowback to in a post Horiguchi Caldwell 2 world. People don't like any kind of takedowns or wrestling. I'm more for the 40%. I'm with them in terms of, you gotta. This is presented as the league that's supposed to be the elite. They don't have the senior circuit fights. They don't do the freak show fights. They have the best of the best. So when you have a fighter who wins decisively in a competitive fight and you say, oh, you fault him for strategically going for a takedown late in a fight to secure a win over just not brawling like a wild man like Leonard Garcia, and then saying I want killers. Man, it's a tough look to swallow as like a person that follows the sport and writes about the sport. It's just like, are we in sports or are we in sports entertainment? And that's like on a public way saying, no, we're not in sports really anymore. We're in sports entertainment. We want killers. We don't want technicians. And that's a disappointing thing to hear.
I'm with you on that. I'm part of the 40%. I just don't understand the reasoning behind that. Yes, I do get that you want to have entertaining fighters. You want to have some sort of excitement to keep people watching. I get that. But not all legitimate sports are going to be entertaining all the time, and that's okay. That's okay sometimes for that to happen. But let's look at the what we're defining as entertaining qualities. Correct me if I'm wrong, but your man pieced him up for a lot of that fight. It was largely contested on the feet. He had a lot of good movement. Head movement was good. Defense was good. He was landing shots at will. That last round, he was putting it on him. So you mean to tell me in the last seconds of that fight, a fight where both gentlemen took a lot of damage, a fight where they both laid it all on the line, and now in the last 10 seconds he goes for a takedown, and that negates the 14 minutes and 50 seconds of excellent, exciting mixed martial arts that you saw? That's ridiculous. Like, I find it very, very bizarre that you have a mixed martial arts promotion that is intended to find the best mixed martial artists in the world, yet you get upset when they're mixing their martial arts. I'm sorry, I'm not quite getting the message that's being sent here. So let's look back at some great fighters that would have not been chosen by Dana White on the Contender Series under these rules. Khabib Nurmagomedov comes to mind.
Yeah.
Last I heard, he's pretty legit. George St. Pierre comes to mind. Man, if that guy's not serious, Kamaru Usman, you're a current welterweight champion. Yeah, he might take you down sometimes.
Henry
but he's also
Cejudo
a great
until
fighter.
recently.
Henry Cejudo, another name. Ben Askren.
Yeah, oh yes.
Whose whole style is predicated on taking someone down. But he's going to be featured in his second pay-per-view in a row. I'm sorry. What are we doing here? What are we doing? This is and Brendan Lonane, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing his name. From my understanding, he should have been in the UFC already.
Yeah.
So maybe this is just something to rile up the rest of the Contender Series roster, so that they go for these exciting, just head rattling knockouts and whatnot. And this is all they try to do. And Brendan gets picked up for a European UFC card. Hey, maybe that should happen. But either way, if you are Scott Coker, if you are Chatri, if you are Ray Seffel, or if you are anybody in charge of a major mixed martial arts organization, I think you should be calling this man right now, because he just got snubbed very publicly. And what are we doing here? Please tell me what the point of all of this, if a gentleman like that, who did everything correct when it comes to mixed martial arts, gets penalized for mixing his martial arts.